A to the L to the I to the Z to the E, and it's all on me. Legend Z Alizé, baby. And I'm back with another video. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. It's pretty early. It's noon, 12:05. So I just decided to give you a video, an earlier video. Sometimes my videos will be in, depending on the time frame and depending on what I'm doing throughout the day. They won't be at a specific time, okay? They may just be at night, they might be in the evening, depending. But let's just jump right into this video because I know you came here to see what you needed to see and hear what you need to hear. So I was taking a few notes, and today's topic is going to be about what is failure. Well, not what is failure, but the topic is about failure, okay? But one thing I was learning, I had my second therapy session today, so one thing I was learning was that how can you actually be able to fix the problem or, try to find a solution if you don't know what it is. So what we're going to first focus on is the definition of failure, and the definition of failure is the lack of success. Okay? Now, the lack of success is meaning that you basically are lacking the knowledge of being successful because you have the fear of failing. I'm going to say this again. You are lacking the knowledge of becoming successful because you have the fear of failing. Now, why is failure important? Throughout failure, we learn empathy, kindness, and achievement. If we did not fail, we would be less likely to reach for our dreams. Now, the reason this is important is because, look, listen to me. When you are scared to fail, when you have the fear of taking a risk, okay? Like me, I have a fear of heights. I have a fear of even water. I don't even know how to swim. I'm going to just keep it a buck on 50. So knowing that I have that fear and I haven't overcome that fear, that means that I'm keeping myself from succeeding. Why am I keeping myself from succeeding? Because I could be an amazing swimmer. Who knows? I could be, I could actually get up on that roller coaster and it may not be that bad. So, think of life like this. Throughout life, you're going to fail. And the people who become the most successful are the ones that fail because they know that throughout their failures, there's improvement, there's resilience, there's knowledge, okay? There's value. And I'm going to be coming into those, those 5 lessons later. Experience. Because failure is not a negative thing. It's a good thing. Now, Alizé, why are you telling us that failure is not negative? I mean, why would I want to fail? You want to fail because when you fail, then you improve. The reason you improve is because you learn from that past, you learn from that failure, you learn from that experience, and you like, okay, I failed once. Let me try it again. What do I need to do in order to improve? What skills do I need to implement in order to move forward? So when you fail, don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as a good thing because your failures is what's going to make you successful. That is the key to success, is to fail as many times as you can and as many times as you will. Okay? Moving on. There are 5 valuable lessons for failure. Lesson number 1, experience. Developing a deeper understanding of life. This is important because when you experience this failure, it makes you feel, at that moment, it makes you feel like, wow, what did I do wrong? It makes you start to think. It makes you feel worse about yourself. Yes, failure is not going to make you feel good. Oh, I failed a test. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I studied, and I failed my math test. Woo! No, you're going to be like, dang. Okay, so what did I do? Let me look at my errors and correct my mistakes and find an understanding, a way that I can actually improve to do better. Lesson number 2, knowledge. Knowledge that can be harnessed to overcome failure. Once you, to me, that is taking it as, I have the knowledge that I'm going to fail. I have the knowledge that at times I'm going to fall. I believe William Hollis said, it's just like riding a bike. And at first you're not going to be the best. You're not going to be riding through the wind, your hair blowing, and you looking at everybody like, yeah, that's me. No, you're not doing that. At first, when you take the training, the little training wheels off the bike, you're going to ride on those 2 wheels, and you're gonna fall. You're gonna keep falling, but you're gonna get back up. Knowledge, have knowledge that you're gonna fall. Have knowledge that you're gonna, there are gonna be blocks. There are gonna be trials. There are going to be things that are trying to get in your way and are going to stop you. You knowledge that. You have the knowledge, but that is what's going to help you overcome failure. And this is where it's going to lead you to 3, resilience, the ability to get back up. Now, he went on to say, once you fall off that bike, are you going to stop riding it? No, you're going to get back up. Even if you scrape your knee, if you hurt yourself. I remember when I first was riding the bike and I kept falling down, and I was like, my uncle said, nope, do it again. And he taught me, and I started riding the bike, and next thing I know, I was like, woo! Because I knew I was falling. I kept falling and falling and falling. And it's so crazy because I was like, the first attempt when I was riding the bike, I was like, dang, I keep falling. I was mad. I was like, okay, let me try it again. He said, do it again. I did it a second time. I was like, okay. He said, do it again. I did it a third time. I was like, I fell again. He said, and then I was like, he said, do it again. And I said, no, I don't want to do it again. I said, I'm just going to keep on falling. It's no use. I'm never going to be able to ride this bike without the trainer wheels. I just can't ride the bike. He looked at me and he said, Alize, do it again. You got to be willing to get back up. You have to be willing to be resilient. Regardless of you falling off that bike, that doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to ride it. But if you give up now, then you're just walking away. Is that what you're going to do in your life? Is that what you're going to do if you want to become successful? You're just going to walk away because you keep on failing? Or are you going to get back up and try again and try again? Are you going to get back up and keep getting humiliated? People talking about you, people making you feel bad about yourself, people saying, oh, you're dumb, or you can't do this, or that person's not going to make it. What are you going to do? And I said, you know what? A voice said, try it again. He said, do it again. And I did. And I was riding that bike through the wind. I sure was. After my 3rd try, I started riding it. I almost fell, but I kept the balance. Now, when I started to get better at it, one time it was like on the sidewalk, and there was like a little bed that was just put outside. I was riding. My uncle was like, that's my niece. Go ahead. I was like, woo. Next thing I know, I fell. He said, oh. And then I was like, I fell, and I was just like this. And I got back up, and I was riding again. Which leads me to 4. Growth. Improvement is what I'd like to say. Now, you've experienced failure. You've acknowledged that you've taken this into consideration. I'm going to fail. And you know what? The more I fail, the more resilient I become. So you know what that does? That helps you to grow. It causes you to improve. It causes you to improve your skills, to improve and come up with better ideas, manifest better ideas, manifest better solutions to you not making that same mistake, or saying, okay, I failed this one time. Like for example, they always say this. They use this as an example. Thomas Edison had failed 10,000 times to create an electric light bulb. And on his 10,000th time, he finally created that light bulb. And that was when he became a success. Which will lead you to 5, value. Knowing your value, knowing your worth, and knowing that the amount of effort that you've put into this project, the amount of effort that you put to improve your skills, the amount of effort that you put in, the hard work, waking up early, losing sleep, even losing friends, even people who don't belong in your life. That is what's going to lead you to your success. Okay? And then Tony Robbins says, get over fear of failure. He says, be more fearful of not taking action. And I really believe this is powerful because a lot of people will say, I remember talking to an old friend of mine, no longer friends. He goes on to say, I said, man, I see myself being a success. I see myself being one of the top nationwide motivational speakers. I see myself out there. I know I don't belong in a 9-to-5. He said, psh, been there, done that, please. All those dreams and them successful people talking about this and that and the third. Man, I tried that so many times. I don't believe in that. Now, you know what I thought? I thought to myself that maybe he says he's taken action, he's been there, but I honestly believe that he had the fear of failure, because when he took action, and depending on how many times he took it, he just decided to give up. Successful people don't give up, because the many times that they keep failing, they don't become, over time, they don't even fear failure. In fact, they just say, you know what, I know I'm going to fail, but I'm just going to keep doing it anyway. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to keep going forward. He goes on to say, be more fearful of settling for a life that's not what you desire. What I fear the most is settling for a life that I don't want. Something that I know that I don't have my dream house, my dream car, the woman, my children, all of these things. So and then that's something that's really important and to be mindful of, because while you're fearing success and you're fearing what's on the other side, but if you don't take the risk, then you should be fearing the fact of you not being where you want to be in life. And then looking at your life 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, when you could have started a long time ago. But you decided not to take that effort, that action. You decided to say, even when you did take it and you kept doing it, you kept falling. So what? Get back up. Who cares? Do it again until you get it right. Then he says, everyone fears being fearful. Utilize it. Don't get rid of it. And that is so important, because let me say this. Instead of, you're going to be fearful. It's and I feel like what he was really trying to say was, you're going to be fearful of it. So no, yes, be fearful of it. But you can use that in a positive direction to steer you in the right way. Instead of you utilizing it in a wrong way, just go for it. Because you being fearful, you don't know what's going to be on the other side. And if you're not using that, then you won't be successful, because you're always going to fear about taking that next step. Even if you know it's a big step, even if you know that it's something that can really put you out there to make you really successful, something that can really change your life, you're going to be too scared. If I was scared to ride that bike, I wouldn't be riding bikes now. Now, there's other things that I have to face throughout my life, yes, but let me tell you something. Successful people, they know they'll fail. Even when we were younger, when we were babies, and like literally when we were babies and we was trying to get up there and try to walk with our legs and this and that, babies know they're going to fall. They're going to keep getting back up and trying again. So what makes you think that you can't? Huh? And then he says, versus, what if you don't learn to overcome it? And then he goes on to say, you don't have to feel good. Do it anyway. You don't have to feel good waking up, knowing that you have to wake up every morning to work on your goals and work on where you want to be in life, to get to where you want to be in life. You don't have to feel good every day. People say, oh, just be happy. And I see all these manifestation videos. Just be happy about this, that, and the third when you're manifesting. Even when you're manifesting, you're not going to always be happy. Don't base your life, young Pharaoh said this, don't base your life on just being happy and feeling as if though you feel that you feel you have that doubt or you feel sad. It's okay to feel these emotions. That's why I'm coming at you real, and it brings you back to emotions. Being okay to feel how you feel, but always having that optimism and always saying, you know what, I'm gonna do it. Before I injured my foot, I remember like I told you, I was getting up every morning exercising, right? And I said, you know what, this is my routine. Let me do it again. Even when I didn't want to do it anymore, even when I didn't want to get up and exercise, I got up and did it and said, you know what, let me put on this motivational video and let me start getting to it. Because I didn't feel like doing it. But instead, I just kept on doing it. And see, that's something that we have to learn. And I'm here to tell you today, you're going to fail. And it's nothing wrong with failing. But failing is what makes you a winner. What makes you a loser is just giving up. I went back to school, even when I told myself I got my first job, but without a high school diploma. But deep in my mind, something was telling me, you need to go back to school. I went back to school and I got my diploma. I said, it doesn't matter if I have to continue to take math. It doesn't matter if I have to do algebra. It doesn't matter if I have to do the KC. Even when I kept failing the KC, the math portion of the KC, I kept failing that until I kept taking it and taking it. And when I finally passed it, I was so happy because I kept failing. But I said, you know what, whatever, I'm going to keep doing it because I know that eventually I'm going to pass it. You know, eventually in the back of your mind, you're going to make it. You know that you're going to succeed. You know that you're a success story. So don't ask yourself why fear being successful. Ask yourself, why fear what I know that will make me successful? Why fear what I know that will make me successful? Why fear the fact of becoming successful? Why? If I know for a fact that I will fail, but even throughout these failures, I'm going to learn, I'm going to grow, I'm going to become more resilient, I'm going to improve, I'm going to become more better, I'm going to become more stronger internally, and it's going to drive me to continue to want to succeed. Stop asking yourself, should I? And start telling yourself, yes, I should do it. I will do it. I am doing it. And taking forth that action. Because, let's be honest, when you really want to be successful, you're going to fail 1,000, 20,000. You're going to fail 100 to 100,000 to 200,000 to 300,000, 1,000,000 times until life finally, Les Brown says, gives it up. So my question to you is, are you going to continue to just sit and wait for life to pass you by, or are you going to start making a change? What's your next move? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you want, you know. And also another thing, even I told myself I really want to be on YouTube, right? But I didn't even make any videos. I was just sitting and still working at the same job that I still working at the job that I didn't even want to work at. And the universe finally made it for me to actually focus on my dreams and my aspirations. And this is something I know that I'm good at, is speaking. And eventually I'll become better and wiser. And people are going to talk about me and make fun of me and call me all types of names. But at the end of the day, who cares? Because I'm going to fail anyway. But when I keep failing, it's going to make me even more resilient. And it's going to help me to grow. Because these experiences that I experience on an everyday basis, they're for a reason. Remember, God doesn't put you through anything you cannot handle. Neither does the universe. So remember, you were born a winner. And you were born a god and a goddess. And you were born a king and a queen. So go after what you want and never let no one tell you that you cannot have it. Once again, let no one tell you that you cannot have it. Ask, believe, and you shall receive. Peace.